Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. To those of you who think they can take it, we say, welcome to the madhouse.
Welcome to the Madhouse Podcast, or as I now like to call it, the Madhouse Podcast Season 2. My name is Joey, and with me as always is of course my esteemed colleague. It's the man who sees 2020 as merely the prequel to his post-apocalyptic wet dreams. It's Jimmy Faulkner!
Oi, oi!
How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you. Had fun watching your choice. A film, which was The Visit, 2015, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And yes, I have been practicing.
Nice, yeah, good, because I have not. Shyamalan.
It's close. It's written Shyamalan.
Oh, okay.
Or at least I've written it. Shyamalan. Who knows what it's meant to be written like.
Anyway, this is a lovely, fun little film, I think.
Yeah, it's nice.
He used the money from that terrible film After Earth to make this.
Yes.
He used the profit from it because he wanted more creative control. So he did this little number. And it's quite low budget.
Yeah, it was the lowest budget film he's ever made, I think. Like you say, made it from that piece of shit Scientology propaganda bollocks After Earth that he made. Bit dodgy, that one.
It's Will Smith, that, isn't it?
Will Smith and Little Smith. Jaden Smith.
Yes.
Part 3 of the
Right.
Let's Force Jaden on the World saga.
Yeah, he ain't no Fresh Prince.
Nope. Anyway, we're not talking about After Earth today. Obviously, we were just then, but from in general, we're talking about The Visit, and yeah, he had been denied final cut on a few films apparently, so he purposefully chucked his own money into this one to have a bit of control.
Yeah, fair dues, fair dues.
Film's working title was Sundowning. Did you know that?
Yes, that's quite good. I like that.
Yep, and that is actually a technical medical term.
For old people, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't look that deeply into it. It just didn't. Well, they explain it in the film. Changes of the light and day or whatever.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I thought it was old people at the end of their life. Now they're sundowning because they're just about to croak.
Yeah.
And that sun coming down. It's like they ain't never gonna see the sun anymore. Sundowning. Sun's coming down. The old biddies are dying.
So it's kind of a nice way of putting you're dying, but also pretty bad.
Yeah, you're basically at the end of your life. You're sundowning.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Should we move on to a plot slot for The Visit?
Yeah, let me have a little swig of my apple juice.
That looks like fermented apple juice to me. With my expert eye.
No, it's just apple juice.
No, that second word is cider. Written on the on the bottle you just showed me on the camera. So that does not work for podcasting.
Oh, no wonder I feel a bit funny.
Imagery. I once, my brother's 5 years older than me. I once drank orange juice from the fridge, thinking it tasted funny, but I still drank it. And then my brother told me off for drinking all his vodka and orange.
What's he keeping it in a glass for? A fucking weapon.
He wasn't keeping it in a glass. It was in, and this is my defense, it was in a carton of orange juice. It was an orange juice carton. He just mixed it and shaken it and put it in the fridge to chill.
What's he done that for?
Because he's an idiot, obviously.
Why hasn't he put it in a different bottle? A carton that you cut the little end off? How's he getting the vodka in there? Sorry, we got to have Ben.
It was a screw top. It was a screw top, as far as I can remember. I mean, it was a while ago, you know. I was underage to drinking.
Okay, screw top. Okay.
Anyway,
You said carton, so
No, it's a
I'm
carton
going
with a
to...
screw top.
Oh, well,
That's what it is when I picture
Anyway,
it.
it's still all kinds of wrong.
Anyway, long story short, I had a good night anyway. Don't know about the neighbours, but yeah, we won't go into that. Have you got your plot slot ready? I can set a timer.
Yeah, of course I have. Am I starting, am I?
Yeah, I think that should be tradition. You get ready to start while I panic and set a timer on my phone because I forget how to do it every time. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's an hour. Bear with me.
You growing a beard?
No, I'm just lazy as fuck and I haven't shaved.
In how long? 5 years? Because
No,
how long it's taking you to grow that?
that's about a week.
Yeah? It looks like your kids have scribbled on your face with
It
the
does.
Sharpies.
I got a beard in such a weird shape on my face. Again, this is terrible for podcasting because we're talking about visuals. But yeah, for the listeners at home, would you care to describe what's on my face?
It's kind of a bit like David Brent, but thinner.
That's good. David Brent, patchy David Brent. With a more attractive face, I would like to say.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, well, thank you. No, you said yes now. That clearly just jumped out your, you have to take your first answer. Are you ready?
Yes, I think so.
All right, go.
Sister and brother, 15-year-old Rebecca and 13-year-old Tyler, prepare for a 5-day visit with their grandparents while their divorced mother, Loretta, goes on a cruise with her boyfriend. Loretta reveals that she has not spoken to her parents in 15 years after marrying a high school teacher of whom her parents disapproved. Having never met the grandparents, the teens plan to record a documentary film about their visit.
Becca and Tyler meet their grandparents, referred to as Nana and Pop Pop, at a train station. When they arrive at their isolated farmhouse, Becca and Tyler are instructed to never go into the basement because it contains mold, which isn't entirely wrong, actually, and that bedtime is at 9:30 every evening, after which they shouldn't leave their room.
First night, an hour past curfew, Becca ventures downstairs for something to eat and sees Nana projectile vomiting all over the house. She's been on the gin.
Yep.
She tells Pop Pop, who dismisses it as Nana having the stomach flu. Again, code word for old people having gin. He then reminds her not to leave their bedroom after 9:30 p.m.
Over the next few days, Becca and Tyler notice their grandparents exhibiting more peculiar and disturbing behaviour. Tyler walks into Pop Pop's shed and finds a large pile of dirty adult diapers. How delightful. All that's nappy for the English listeners. What?
Also, that's nappy for the English listeners.
Sorry,
Describing
everyone.
diapers there.
Yeah.
How many have you had?
That's not the point. I just can't read. It's not a problem with booze. It's a problem with literacy. Also, that's nappy for English listeners. Becca asks Nana about the day Loretta left home, and Nana begins to shake and scream like a mad woman.
Later, Pop Pop and Nana are confronted by a woman they helped in counselling, and they go into the backyard with them, but she is never seen living again. Concerned about the events, Tyler decides to secretly film what happens downstairs at night, but Nana discovers the hidden camera, retrieves a large knife, and tries unsuccessfully to break into the children's locked bedroom.
When Becca and Tyler view the camera footage of Nana with a knife, they contact their mum and beg her to come and get them. They show her the parents while they were outside, and she panics and says they are not her parents, realising that they have...
Whoa!
Exactly.
Sorry, that was the big twist.
Jimmy actually reacts like that when he watches films. Whoa! It's nice. Anyway, realising they have been with strangers all week, the teenagers try to leave the house, but Nana and Pop Pop trap them inside and force them to play Yahtzee.
Ever played Yahtzee?
No. Have you?
I don't know what it is.
I think
Do you know
it's
what
an
it is?
American board game, and I've only ever heard
Yeah.
it referenced in Family Guy before.
Okay. Later, Becca sneaks into the basement and finds the corpses of her real grandparents along with uniforms.
Oh, sorry, we're not doing that all the time.
Uh,
It's fine. No,
wait
go
till
on.
I get to the full stop.
Okay, yeah.
God damn it.
I'm excited.
Along with uniforms from the mental hospital at which they worked, revealing the imposters as escaped patients.
Oh. Whoa!
Whoa! Jesus Christ. Pop Pop grabs Becca and imprisons her in his bedroom with Nana, who tries to attack her in a psychotic fit. He then torments Tyler by smearing his face with his dirty diaper.
That's a nappy for the English listeners. So
Yeah,
I did it that time.
dirty, it means it's poo-poo.
Yeah.
Pop Pop
Shitty
did a
nappies.
poo-poo.
Becca fatally stabs Nana with a glass shard from a broken mirror. That's not a sentence you hear every day. Then runs into the kitchen and attacks Pop Pop. As Pop Pop, I'm beginning to hear Pop Pop as like someone shooting at him.
Pop Pop.
Pop Pop! I got lost again. As Pop Pop starts to gain the upper hand, Tyler knocks him to the floor and kills him by repeatedly slamming his head in the refrigerator. Bottom style. That's, I'm guessing,
you
like
said
the
that,
style.
You said that horrible.
Well, you wrote bottom style in a piece of paper. I'm going to read it out in that style. But that's the style of Rick Mail smashing, what's his name? Ade Edmondson's head.
Ade Edmondson, yeah.
So it's bottom style, not bottom style.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Bottom style.
You wrote bottom style down.
I thought you'd. Yeah, I know you got it, but then you just went. Oh, you just went weird. Dirty pig.
The teens escape outside unharmed, where they are met with their mother and police officers. Bottom style.
In the aftermath, Becca asks Loretta about what happened the day she left home 15 years ago. Loretta states that she had a major argument with her parents, during which she hit her mother and was then struck by her father. Oh, that's mental. Why would you hit your mother? Why would you hit your mammy?
Don't know.
Oh my shit. Loretta then left home and ignored their attempts to contact her. Loretta concludes that their reconciliation was always possible had she wanted it. Then she then tells Becca not to hold on to the anger over her father's abandonment of her. Oh, a lovely little moral of the story.
Yep.
Kind of.
Nice, wrapped up in a little package. And we have 3 minutes and so I know you want to acknowledge I just said little package, but you're going to have to hang on because we've just done it with over 3 minutes left. That's your most succinct plot slot ever, Jimmy.
Well, the little package thing has gone out the window now, hasn't it?
So yeah, I did. Yeah, I talked over the moment, didn't I? And now you're drinking through the moment to respond.
Well, exactly. God damn it.
Plot slot. Nailed it. It's in the bag. Bottom style. And we're going to move on.
Whoa!
To Frights and Delights.
Yeah.
Frights and Delights.
Here we go. It's Frights and Delights. We're going to take you through our best and worst snippets of this delightful little film, The Visit. I've got a question straight off the bat. It's just going to roll straight off it.
Okay, I'm guessing it's directed at me.
It's directed at you. It's directed at anyone listens or cares.
Okay.
How do these kids not know what their grandparents look like? Also, actually, no, fuck off. A better one is, why is this woman putting her children onto a train on their own?
Well, they're both...
It's not the fucking 1950s.
No, they're both very valid questions. Although one of them's 15, so, I mean, I don't know what age. Maybe 16, I'd be alright with it, but...
Yeah, but they don't care about that shit in America. They don't let kids do anything until they're like 21, do they? So...
Well, that's true. Apart from drive.
For us in England, 15, taking a train from Oxford to bloody Glasgow would be fine. But in America, that's not right. Anyway, this woman should be up for neglect of children. Child services should be called. And anyway, past that point, how do these kids not know what their grandparents look like?
Okay, so I think you've asked 2 or 3 questions. I'll answer them in order.
I ranted for a little bit. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there were some questions in there. I'll try and pick them out.
Okay.
The first one, how do they not know what their grandparents look like? Well, if their mom... I mean, I'm sticking up for the here purely so I've got possible answers for you. I'm not saying I agree with my own answers, but they're possible ones.
Okay.
The mum could be so annoyed about the bad blood between them that she just doesn't have their pictures around.
Okay.
You could argue in the age of Facebook, maybe they'd have looked them up on Facebook before they left, but then maybe the old people aren't on Facebook.
What's fucking Nana and Pop Pop doing on Facebook?
Exactly. So maybe there's that.
Pop Pop's on there.
The question I would have is, and sending them across country on a train, well, I can't really answer to her parenting choices, but what was the other point I was going to make?
Go on, it's in there somewhere.
It was right there a second ago. Not know what they look like. Okay, yeah, the mother. If the mother is sending her children to her parents she hasn't spoken to for 15 years, do you not think maybe a phone call would have been on the cards? You're not phoning them
Hold on a minute.
By the way, my kids are coming over, so I'm just going to have a word with you about the rules, what they like, what they might be allergic to, not allergic to, all these things that you have to talk to about your kids. Your phone call, you would notice that it's not your parents. Or, seeing as they do video calling a lot, video call and realise it's not the parents.
Oh my shit. Oh no, wait a minute though. We don't know when the grandparents got killed. Oh shit, but she still hasn't spoken to them though.
You would call to speak to the parents and say, did they get there okay? Has Becky got her inhaler? She might not need one, but that general sort of thing. That's what you'd always do. I'd do that if my kids go to stay with my in-laws down the road for a few hours.
Actually, I don't think this mum cares. She was going on a cruise with her boyfriend to suck his cock on a boat.
Yeah. So I do have one other fright while we're tearing plot holes. If you lived out in the middle of nowhere, you volunteered at the mental hospital.
Okay.
And then 2 patients from the mental hospital go missing. Yeah? So that's a massive manhunt straight away. And the people...
especially if they're dangerous,
Yeah, so everyone in the area would have heard there's 2 mental patients gone missing, and they would have checked all the houses and done a sweep, I'm guessing. And also, the first people they're going to go and question and talk to about these mental patients are people who volunteered work at the hospital to see if they know anything or have heard anything that might help find them. So this film would have lasted... Oh, our kids are setting off on a train. What's that? I've got a phone call. They found your grandparents dead in a basement after they did a manhunt after some people went missing. End of film. 10 minutes, job done.
But we could argue the fact that this is in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. So the police aren't really going to be doing a lot. They're just going to be sat around being fat and harassing women.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't think I need a second one because that first point was so damn good.
It was airtight. Buttfuck nowhere, fat cops harassing women. And you've literally crammed all the plot holes full. I've lost you on camera.
What?
I can see a mouse. Are you sharing a screen?
Oh yeah, I might be. I pressed something by accident, but oh what? Anyway, you can still hear me though, can't you?
Yeah, it just feels lonely.
I will try to do that. Anyway, another point that I got.
Yeah.
That is good about your thing is when Pop Pop is out in the street with Becca and Tyler, and he starts to go like batshit, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
And starts pointing at that guy, and then he just goes over and attacks him. Surely someone's going to be calling the cops.
Yeah. So there is another fright. There's that. I feel like you can guess what the twist is quite early on in the film.
Oh, but
because you just talked about when he went across the road acting all paranoid about being followed, and I think he's the mental patient, and then that kind of fitted into place for me not long after that.
But that's what you expect, though, when you know, like, a writer and director like this always has a twist.
Yeah, but I thought we were being led into you'll think this is going to be the twist, but there was going to be something else.
Then they give you the old twisteroo. They give you the old
double
other
twisteroo,
twist.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the double twisteroo. I just got the twist that I thought was coming.
But yeah, even if you think it's coming or you don't think it's coming, I still think that twist is quite good. I like it. I think that's a really exciting, enjoyable thing to realize, oh my God, I'm such a terrible, terrible mother. I've left my kids with someone who is just complete strangers. And not only complete strangers, fucking escape mental lunatics. While I'm on a cruise having pina colada, shrimps, and some cock on the poop deck.
I mean, you can't say poop deck in front of that boy ever again. No, you can't. When he comes home drunk and you go, oh man, you were shit-faced. Drunk last night, you were drunk last night. Not shit-faced, I didn't say it. Okay, so I've got a couple of like behind the scene type of facts. Not really behind the scene facts. I'm lying. Just things. You'll figure out what they are when I say what they are. I don't know how to describe them, but here you go.
Okay.
On the way into town, towards their grandparents, in the taxi, the two children decide to play a game, and this game involves picking a building and making up a story about who might live there and what they might be doing. And one building they pick happens to be a police station, where the children invent a man called Jerry who never answers the phone. Yeah? Later in their film, their mother tries desperately to call the police station when an answering machine clicks in and says that Jerry cannot come to the phone right now.
They got the shine.
Yes. The shine.
That was a weird look you just gave me then.
It's my Johnny Bravo look. The shine. Hey, brother, you want to talk about the shine?
I'm talking about that. It looks like you're having a stroke.
I'm doing that at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
This is a film M. Night Shyamalan does not have a cameo in. He usually does. So that's a fact for you. And there were apparently 3 different cuts of the film. So have you got any more to go with, or am I stealing all the interesting facts?
No, it's fine. I was just going to talk about diapers.
Yeah, we'll get on to diapers. Nappies for English people, by the way, apparently. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, there were 3 cuts of the film made. One was apparently a comedy, one was a horror, and one fell somewhere in between. But I couldn't see which one we got. I'm guessing we got the one that fell somewhere in between.
I think we got the comedy / horror.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because I think it doesn't take itself too seriously, but there are quite some disturbing moments in it. Like, no one really wants to see Nana's saggy tits. Do they? You know what I mean?
Maybe saggy granddads.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I guess we can figure that out in 40, 50 years, can't we, Jimmy, what we want to see?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Have you got anything else for Frights and Delights?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Then you know what time it is.
What?
Do you know what time it is? It's time to mosey on over to the Master of the Macabre.
Oh, yeah.
Master of the Macabre.
Welcome to the Master of the Macabre. the section of the podcast where we choose our favourite performer from the film, which is we are reviewing that week, which happens to be this week, The Visit. And this is a tough one to decide from this week, Jimmy.
Well, do you know what's tough? The fact that I've just watched you gargling with cider. That's tough. And the excuse was, no, actually, your reasoning was to get a little bit of phlegmy out the back of my throat.
I had to gargle my airways through.
No, I think our listeners deserve to know that you're there gargling with cider. Shouldn't happen. Just drink it down. You're a man. You're a real boy. Come on.
I just wanted to do a good intro, so I cleared my voice with cider. This is what I had to hand. It's anyway.
Swig it down.
We appear to have gone off track. It's a tough decision to pick a master for this film. Do you have a few choices?
Not really. I've got one in mind. Yeah, that's about it. But not for a lot of merit, though. I don't think.
Well, I've got one in mind.
Okay.
But I also have my backup one, my negotiating tool. Because I always feel a bit nervous before we do this, in case we pick completely different people and can't agree. It's never happened yet, but one day we're going to end up arguing about this. Anyway, you tell me who your choice is.
Nana, who play Nana, Deanna Donegan.
All right, well, you're wrong.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
No, yeah, it might not be wrong, actually. I'm willing to hear. But I had Olivia DeJonge. Becca.
Hold on. What, Becca?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And
go on, why?
Well, my other choice is Ed Oxenbould, like one of the kids. Well, all right.
The other child?
Yes, I know you hate children actors.
Can't give it to children.
You can. Well,
children can't act.
These two could, which is my point. I thought they did pretty good. So Shyamalan saw Olivia's audition tape and decided off that.
Sorry, I'm just going to butt in. I just want to butt in.
Yeah?
You're absolutely nailing that.
What?
The pronunciation.
Shyamalan.
But it's the first time, I think, that we're... I'm giving you a clap. I don't want to clap, so it goes on the audio, but I'm clapping.
Oh, yeah, he is, everybody. He's clapping on camera.
Anyway, I do apologise. Carry on,
no,
darling.
we don't usually pronounce very well at all. So the
no,
fact I've got Shyamalan down. It's pretty good. Shyamalan saw her tape audition and decided off that he wanted to cast her. He got her in to read one scene before deciding, and she got the gig. I think the award should go to one of the two child actors because they had the most screen time, they had the hardest job, and child actors can sometimes be such a gamble and be shit. But these two, I thought, were both great. I don't think you think that by the look on your face, but I think Olivia had the hardest job because she had to be like that grown-up child that's very smart and can be very awkward to pull off on screen. Like, think of Matilda, and you'll know what I'm talking about. When it's like, well, it's awkward. Although Ed Oxenbould did have to rap pretty sweetly and get some shit in his face. But out of those two, I'd choose Olivia. Just.
Okay, that's one of my favourite moments where he gets the shit in his face. It's like, oh my god, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Whoa! Whoa!
Definitely.
Shit in the face. Take that, you little fuck.
He even says, "You don't like germs, do you?"
That's it. Yeah, he doesn't like them, does he? Yeah, right on his face.
That's him trying to pull the nappy off his face.
Yeah. Dirty beef madras all over his face.
All right. State your argument for the naked granny you claimed to not like seeing naked, and now you want to give her an award for it. Jimmy's now licking his lips like a dirty old bastard at the camera at me, and still hasn't gotten on to the fact that this is an audio art form and you can't see.
But why are you lying to people? saying that I'm licking my lips. I'm not licking my lips at all.
Yeah,
You can't even see me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can see you. Yeah, you're doing it again. Yeah. So, all right, just tell me why you want the granny porn to win.
How dare you? I don't think it's granny porn. I just think
Depends how you
kudos
watch
to
it.
Granny. Maybe like at least give her second place though. I thought she was very good as a fucking crazy woman.
She was amazing.
Chasing the kids. Yeah, chasing the kids underneath the house, throwing up. It's probably not her throw up. You know, running around the house naked with a knife, with a bloody swing low sweet chariot hanging about the place. You know, if they were real, if that wasn't a bodysuit, she had to do that. She
Yeah,
doesn't
she
look
did.
that old actually on her pictures. Anyway, I digress.
Been Googling her after you, Jimmy. You've been on the old Google having a little type of her name after you saw that film, have you? Still on that old note of a porn. Pictures.
But anyway, it's all on you. It's all your decision. It's all
I
on
am
you,
going
this one.
to, be democratic here. Okay? So we're going to go not with your choice, which doesn't sound democratic, but I'm going to let you choose which one of the two kids should win.
Oh, okay.
Just flip a coin if you like.
I ain't got. Who has coins nowadays? There's a fucking pandemic going on. It's all cashless.
I got the coins I'm not allowed to spend.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Got a 50p knocking around somewhere. I don't like to brag too much, but there you go.
Go on, 50p. I haven't seen a 50p in months.
Hey, when I were a lad, we didn't have 50 pence. We had 5p if you were lucky for a year's work. Right, just pick one. Doesn't have to be a name. Pick boy, girl, boy. We just got to move on at this point.
All right, let's just go with the girl because I didn't like the guys rapping.
Fair play. And by the way, you almost got a rap as the intro to this episode today.
Oh, thank fuck we didn't do that.
I didn't have time to think of it.
Thank God. Thank you. Oh, we've escaped another.
I
If 2020 couldn't get any worse.
I thought of it yesterday and I was like, man, I should definitely do an Ice Cube style 80s rap about the visit as an intro. And I just didn't have time to write it. You're all so unlucky.
Oh, you think being locked in your house is unlucky? Fuck.
You would have loved it. I'd have got you in. I got you in on the remix. We would have released it as the first Madhouse song, and it would have been proper 80s style rap. It would have been really
Halloween #1.
Good. Hell yeah. We're watching a film. What is it? It's the motherfucking visit.
Oh, hold on. That was good. I like that, actually.
Yeah. It's not. It would have been good, man.
Hold on. What are you doing with that boot polish at the side there?
I'm using it as lube. Makes it look bigger.
Should we move on?
We should move on. To the Madhouse rating system.
Oh, yeah.
The Madhouse rating system.
Let's go. It's the Madhouse rating system. The first one up we got is tension and suspense.
It's a good one for tension and suspense. You can't have a half-naked, creepy granny chasing you under the crawl space of a house and it not be tense. Trust me. She had a kind of Girl from the Ring vibe going on while she was under there. And Shyamalan does not rely on the same crutches that quite a few horror dictators? Horror directors use. Or horror dictators use, probably. For example, obvious jump scares and tricking the viewer with false leads, etc. I did like the trip into the shed, not knowing what was going to be found. I certainly was not expecting piles of shitty nappies to be lying around, so consider my expectations officially subverted. For that bit.
Yeah, because when you see pop,
Pop.
or when Tyler's watching him from a distance and you see him walking in, it looks like he's carrying like I don't know, a fast food takeout. It looks like he's got a couple of bacon double cheese, or he's got a Mackie D's or something.
I've had some takeouts that look exactly like it did on the table later. That's not sexy. What?
It looks like he's carrying something in. We don't know what it is. And then turns out it's his dirty, dirty poo.
Yep. Bags enough. I mean, it's another plot hole, really. Do they not have a bin? Well,
I think that's part of him being
a mental
mental patient, though, isn't it? Yeah. He's fixated on like storing his own poo, collecting his poo. He's a poo collector.
Oh, that's the worst kind of collector. Apart from like a body collector, maybe, or a spleen collector. That could get awkward. But yeah.
Yeah. Shit collector.
So what would you say though? Like in terms of, are you giving it one shitty nappy or no shitty nappies?
Even if you call it from the start that you go, oh, those people aren't their real grandparents, or even if you don't and you don't see the twist coming, I think from the start and how it builds up, I think the tension and the suspense of it is really good. Whether you can see it coming or you can't see it coming, it's still nice. Still a nice bit, and it's still like, oh, how is this going to end?
Yeah, I will say,
I like it, and I think that's a star.
Even if you think you've got the twist, you don't ever know you've got the twist of a film until the end, and it's either confirmed or denied. So you're always going to be on your toes. And even if you know at the ending, if the film was, these kids are being looked after mental patients, and you knew it from the viewer's perspective from the beginning, they're still tense as to whether the kids are going to find out. And there's chasing, and there's naked ladies, and there's piles of naked old ladies, and there's piles of old man shitty nappies. Yeah, I would give it a 1 shitty nappy out of 5 for this.
Hooray! Line.
I'm not going to give you the line, but I'm going to tell you what it rhymes with.
Okay.
More.
I should know this.
Anti-sexual texts.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I got it. It's gore and visual effects. Yeah, boy.
Not much gore here, Jimmy. He plays more on the psychology of fear and the strange, naked, deranged ramblings of old people.
Standard.
Which works just as well. There is some fairly realistic piles of shitty nappies we've already talked about, and I feel like fixated on maybe too much, but shit on the face.
No. I think that's. Have you ever had a beef curry in a tin? Have you ever had a beef curry in a tin?
Yes, I've had curry in a tin. Yeah, I don't want to admit that I have to the world, but yes, that is something that's occurred in my life.
So that is what looks like was in the shitty nappy, a beef curry in a tin.
Yeah.
I don't know if they used that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, because if they're slapping it in a young chap's face, you know, if they're slapping it in my face, I would want a delicious, delicious tinned beef curry in my face.
What if you were going method?
Yeah, I'm going method. Well, no, method would be
actual shit. Yeah. What if that kid's like, yeah, man, I'm going method. Where this film does throw its punches, land its punches, whatever the saying is in its like visual effects, decent cramped camera shots under the house with crazy granny shooting around with the energy of a woman half her age. There's a lot of creeping around the house that could have been very cliche, but wasn't, because Shyamalan kept away from cheap shots and tricks. I feel like he used some of the same kind of stuff. Thinking about it in the film Signs.
Okay, yeah, but I think we forgot to mention from the top that it's a lot of the camera shots in this are filmed documentary style from Becca's thing in it, and it was like, I think it was first class as a found footage film, but it's not really, because it has other sort of other shots from other angles, and it's supposed to be more of a documentary style film.
Yeah, it's using the same cameras, but it switches between the found footage style handheld
Yeah.
to the tripod mounted interview.
Yes.
So, I mean, I liked that switch between the two rather than just having the standard found footage, which was established pretty much with Blair Witch, and then has been done a million times since, well and not so well. He does it well, and he uses the fact that this girl is obviously a wannabe documentary maker, and is quite artsy.
A documentarian.
Thank you. How old is that then? Is that older than an octogenarian or younger? We've got a naked documentarian. What did you say? I can't even speak it. Say it. So I like it anyway. And the switching between different styles worked. It made it less monotonous than
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it deserves that full star though. I like the way it was done, but it is gore and visual effects, and really the only kind of, even if it was gore, was the beef curry and the nappy.
Yeah, I agree. I'd go for half.
Give it half.
All right.
Right, next up then, it's gotta be, what does it rhyme with?
I'm trying to think of it reads a bit like perfume.
Oh, okay. It's gotta be musical score.
No.
No, I'm kidding. Of course, it's performance.
The performances in this film, unlike this podcast, are great. From everyone involved. The kids are clearly decent actors. They're more than capable of doing what is needed of them in this film. The bright character, Becca, is the high-achieving student, clearly well ahead in academia, and has an arty side that is brought out fantastically by Olivia Dejonge. Ed Oxenboulder. I don't know why I did him as a German. Ed Oxenboulder. But he plays the white rapper.
Is that German, is it?
I think they're actually both Australian, so it's Ed Oxenbould.
Cool, blimey.
Blimey, he plays that white rapper kid so well. Was that close or not?
No.
I can only assume he raps in real life. I'm going to stop that right now. This boy had to have a nappy full of fake shit slammed in his face in the name of art, and he took it like a champ. Although you think it was curry. I like to think it was real shit because he went method. I would have giggled constantly, by the way, during all of that scene, no matter who I was playing.
Okay.
Deanna Dunnigan and Peter McRobbie do an amazing job of being weird enough to be an oddity and raise some kind of suspicion, but not being so mental that they give away the game too early.
Yeah.
So they had a good balance there. And I think for performance, it's a solid Dirty Nappy.
Yeah, I'll give it a squint in that, yeah.
Yeah, good squid.
Yeah.
We're
Got the old runs in that one.
pushing them out for you tonight, the visit.
Ugh.
Have we got one or two more to push out for them, Jimmy? Let's find out what's next.
This is definitely musical score and sound effects.
Yeah, I had a good rhyme for that as well, bastard.
Go on, let's just hear your rhyme. I'm sure everyone would love to hear it.
No, it wasn't that great, actually, now I say it, but Poosical Whore and Pound Erect.
Okay, no, that was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was all right, yeah.
I don't know if you know what theme I'm going for here with the rhyming, but it's definitely in the theme of the rapping style of the 13-year-old boy. It's the first Shyamalan film to not have a score.
Oh, my shit. Whoa!
Whoa! And therefore, not to involve his career-long collaboration with composer James Newton Howard. Whoa! Oh, we're not doing it. Sorry, no. I thought we were on board there. No. There is no film score, So you would assume that this would be an easy no star choice. But I'm going to make it confusing by asking you if the choice that was made, being to not have a score, deserves a star or a half star on its own merit, because it's clearly an artistic choice that has been considered and was done for the overall effect of the film.
No, I think you're overthinking this because it's supposed to be shot from Becca's documentary style film. She's not going to put a score on it.
Documentaries can have films. Documentaries can have music.
Yeah, they can, but this is a 15-year-old girl who's just making a documentary. She's not gonna be putting a score on it. So either M Night's being incredibly lazy and he's falling out with his mate who does the music, or he's gone, actually, this is going to be mostly filmed on a camcorder, so there's not going to be a score.
My point still stands. So he could have put a score on this for effect.
He could have put
and it would have been a little bit realistic. Not realistic. It would have been a little bit atmospherical because he put some music on it. Or he's made the purposeful decision not to put a score on it because it doesn't fit with the style of a documentary. And therefore, that is a choice that he has made that affects the overall effect of the film. So does he deserve half a star or a star for that choice?
I think he deserves a star for that choice because it's like putting a laughter track on a comedy, isn't it? If you think about it.
I might need you to
you know what I mean?
explain it.
Right, okay. She's filming a documentary on her camcorder. We're seeing it. We're watching that. There's going to be no musical score to it unless she's like proper a fucking producer or something. But she ain't. She's a 15-year-old girl. We're watching this. And it's like if you watch... like when you're watching Only Fools and Horses and you're seeing Del Boy and Rodney in their flat and they're chatting, Del Boy pulls a little funny joke.
Rodney, you nonce! I mean?
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. So, something like that. And then there's a laughter. It takes away the illusion that this is a real thing and this is real. And I think it deserves a start because I think that's why he's done it.
Well, I think that it was a choice. Maybe it was a good choice, but
that's what I just said.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, just shut up and listen, man. But every other film wants to draw you into this thing that they're trying to make you believe, and that's why they use a score, to use all your senses to drag you in. So I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying the choice was good. Half a dirty nappy, and I'll meet you in the middle, because I do think that you can't get a full dirty nappy from musical score and sound effects by lack of having musical sound effects. I don't get called good in bed for having no sex. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't count.
Yeah, okay. If you put it like that,
Alright, so that's hard. Are you keeping tabs, by the way? Because I don't know how many dirty nappies we're up to at the moment. 3 dirty nappies. Even though I just gave you a half.
Yeah, because we had one and then we had a half, didn't we?
Oh, I don't fucking.
And then we had another one.
Tension and suspense. What did we get for that?
One.
Yeah, we gave it half for gore and visual effects, right?
Yeah.
Performance, he got 1. 2.5.
1.
Score sound effects, half. 3 dirty nappies. Right, we're
3.
on to, what are we on to next? I don't want to steal it from you again. We're still this last section from you. For some reason.
Okay, the last section. It's my favourite section. It's your favourite section. It's Joey's favourite section.
All 3 of us.
What?
All 3 of us.
Yes, all of us. Overall experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that as well as you, can I? Yeah. What do you think for overall experience then?
I fucking loved this film.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed this film. It's one of these things, and I've said it quite a lot of times, especially when you're like trawling through Netflix and you're just flicking through the horror section of Netflix, and you're judging the book by the cover and the name.
Yeah.
And we went past the visit a few times, just kept going past it, watched other things, bam, bam, bam. Oh, okay, we've been hovering over the visit for quite a while. Let's watch it. Watched it. It's brilliant. It's the best hour and a half I've spent on a Monday evening.
You did that with
This is fun. It was a fun film. Fun.
It was a fun film.
And creepy.
You
That's
did
what I
the
want a
same
horror
thing with
film
the
to
cello
be.
thing,
It's
didn't you?
fun. What?
Sorry. You did the same thing with the cello film. Kept scanning past
Yes.
it. I can't remember what it's
The
called.
Perfectionist.
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh no, The Perfection.
Something like that.
Perfection. Yeah.
So are you giving it one? Or leaving it
I'm
as it is?
giving it one all day long. Hard and fucking long, boy.
Well, I will just watch you from afar while touching myself. Not give it one myself, but appreciate it from a distance. And leave it as it is, as a
Yeah.
4 dirty nappies out of 5 dirty nappies.
Oh, lovely.
And I think that's a fair score as well.
Absolutely. And if you haven't seen it, we've ruined it for you, but watch it anyway because it's fun.
If you haven't seen it, why are you listening to a podcast that's reviewing the film?
Oh, that's a
Unless
good point. Okay.
you don't like watching films, you just like listening to podcasts. I don't want to drive people away. Like, listen to the podcast, obviously. Either way, it's better than the film. Probably, sometimes. Moving on.
Oh, that dead silence there.
Are you ready for my film choice?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this one. So I like this one. And I think you'll get it. And I'm alright with it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hill House has stood for about 90 years. Can I do it in a posh accent? It feels like it needs it.
Yes, if you want.
Hill House has stood for about 90 years and appears to be haunted. Its inhabitants have always met strange, tragic ends. Now, Dr. John Marquay has assembled a team of people who he thinks will prove whether or not the house is haunted.
No, I'm very confused. No.
I was 50-50. I really thought you'd get it, but then I thought maybe you might be confused by the words Hill House.
I'm very confused by this. Hold on a second. Just do it one more time in that stupid voice.
You want the stupid voice again? I'll do it better this time.
Yeah.
Hill House has stood for about 90 years and appears haunted. Its inhabitants have always met strange, tragic ends. Now, Dr. John Marquay has assembled a team of people who he thinks will prove whether or not the house is haunted.
Fuck, no.
The Haunting, 1963.
Ah, shit. It's just simple as that. I could have just said that straight off the bat. Twat.
Well, yeah, you could have done, but you didn't.
Straight off the twat bat.
I did wonder if you'd get it, well, because it's a classic, obviously, but also because of the similarly sounding to the House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
And this The Haunting is based on a novel written by Shirley Jackson in 1959 called The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, boy.
The novel was also the inspiration for the 1999 remake of The Haunting and the 2018
Motherfucker.
Netflix series that shares its name with the original novel. But the Netflix series had quite a lot of artistic license taken with it and changed from the original novel.
Shit, I didn't know there was a film.
What, The Haunting?
Yeah, I didn't know there was
There's
a
two.
film.
There's 63 and one made in 99. And I have seen the one from 99 and the one from 63, but I think it was 99. Yeah, 1999. And it's one of those ones where I think the original is better, even though it's much older and 60-ish. Do you know what I mean? It's made in the 60s, and it's going to be...
Yeah.
But, you know, remakes made in the 99 to the noughties never going to live up to the original. I don't think, anyway. But there you go. That's the film for next week.
Lovely.
You got anything to add?
Big day for you tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big afternoon for me tomorrow. Do you want to tell them why?
Obviously not on day of release of this episode, but as we're recording, it's the 16th of October, and on the 17th of October, you're going in to have a lovely little thing done, aren't you?
Yeah,
it's not a finger at the bum.
No, unfortunately,
it's not a prostate
she
exam.
would not do that at the same time. So, you know, can't have everything. I have just, by the way, I was checking my calendar while you were talking about that. This will be coming out. We are Friday. It won't be this Monday, will it? So the 26th of October. So this will be the closest one to Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween!
We did not plan a Halloween special. We did a Christmas special last year, which I'm sure we'll do again. Not a Halloween special. We're weird like that. Yeah, tomorrow.
We've got a show coming out though on Halloween 31st.
And we do. Yes, thank you. That's why I need to check my calendar. Yeah. What's it called? Punkoween.
Punkoween. We'll post the link on our page for us playing the show.
Yep. Headstone Horrors got 15-minute, 20-minute, whatever set we did live.
About 15 minutes. Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, especially for Halloween. But what Jimmy is talking about for tomorrow is me having my first ever tattoo.
Oh shit! Are you?
That's what you were.
That was
alluding to, and we nearly skipped over.
Oh yeah, of course it was.
It's gonna be good. Should be fun.
Are you getting this fucking headstone?
I am. Yeah, I'm cancelling it because it's ringing down my microphone.
Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway,
should we answer it?
Should we wrap this one up?
No, I think we should answer this phone call.
Oh, okay.
First word I hear is bum fluff. Are you alright?
This is not where we were a minute ago. I was just trying to say hello, good evening, good afternoon.
Yeah, Luke. We are in the middle of recording the Madhouse podcast.
I'm playing
Don't
Fallout.
fucking wrong me, have you, you bastard?
Pardon?
Oh, so you're gonna have halfway through the podcast. Oh, I recorded another podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, she's turning off the camera.
Oh, he's being very mean. What's up with him? What's up with him? Oh, what a penis.
No one, Luke. It's alright. I'll speak to you in a minute, yeah? Love you, Luke.
Come on, let's wrap this up.
We're going to wrap up this podcast and we'll come back to you in a minute. What a wanker. Not really. I love Luke. He's beautiful. Anyway, I'm having my first tattoo tomorrow. I'm getting it off Natalie, who is Nat. I never called her Natalie before, I don't think. Nat from Headstone Horrors, our lead singer, tattooing my beautiful breast tomorrow.
Beautiful. It's going to be lovely. Good luck.
Thank you. I don't really know what to say about it apart from that. But we're done for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I never know how to end these, Jimmy.
Just give it out the old usual bollocks.
Right, so check out Headstone Horrors gig at, what's it called, Jimmy? Punkoween?
Punkoween.
Punkoween. What page is it on?
Yet another wasted night.
Yeah, another wasted night on Facebook. It's going to be our live set, but we've already recorded it, obviously, because of COVID. And I'll have my tattoo tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm bound to find out I have either a new phobia or a new fetish, and I'm excited to find out which. Don't forget to subscribe on your favourite podcast app, iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and email us your requests, views, opinions, crazy ramblings and personal horror stories to the madhousepodcast@outlook.com. Jimmy and myself will see you in a fortnight for our next episode on The Haunting. Yeah, boy!
Tidy.
Welcome at last to the Rap in the Podcast. Take out screens for you, scenes to view. Pull up a pew, there's a film to review. What is it? It's the motherfucking visit with two kids, two belly lucids, one under the house, one slyly hiding shit skids, a naked granny that's scaring me silly. Gotta review the shit with a hit, that is Jimmy, checking it all from the first to the last. You gotta be down with the Madhouse Podcast. A parent to pick a more fact from delightful, the mother getting a bit of the other, afloat on about the full nightful. Didn't even check they were set to the rightful. Parents of their own, living in their own home, well check it bitch. Eat your kids in a ditch, Becca's the hero, scratching the itch, waiting for the bureau to come in Nana's tits. The biddies aren't who they're meant to be, which you were sent to see, walking around at night all mentally. So where are Nana and Pop? Not here to make this shit stop, no they're not. They must have been tricked to chat, to bit slapped and whacked. The cops roll up when the geezers crack. Oh no, they're so slow, it's those cops, those 5-0. They send out sister and brother back to her life with a question of mother. And now it's time to end with a spoiler a cappella. Nana and Pop's flesh rots, now they're fucking dead in the cellar.